If they push that button, I'm curious enough. If they push the yellow button there, do those cars stop? Um, they put that there for. This is in the town of Milton, by the way. So that they put that there for that particular reason, so that there's a school right down the street over there, and a lot of cars they wouldn't stop for the kids in the crosswalk. So what you can see, they did the crosswalk over. They add a ramp on either side, and they got these solar powered crossing lights here. Theoretically, if you're waiting in the crosswalk, they're supposed to stop, but I don't know if they actually do or not. Now, Dan Ray was talking about some crossing lights. He's not talking about these ones. I guess there's some new ones that came out with the red lights on top. I haven't seen them yet, so I guess they confuse the drivers. So I gotta go out to one of those towns and see if I see those. I haven't seen them in Boston, and I haven't seen them in the surrounding towns. So I'll go venture out and see if I see one. If I do see one of those lights, be sure to do a video of it. This car was making a U-turn just as that truck was passing by, which you really shouldn't do. Now he's stopping in the middle of the traffic. And he was just at a parking space. Why would you do that to stop in the middle? That doesn't make any sense at all. He was literally at a parking space. Why would you get out, make a U-turn to stop in the middle of the street when you could have just talked to the person before you got in the car? Interesting though. As you see, there's a lot of young children, so tells you it's an elementary school, by the way. Um, and these cars, some of these cars don't want to stop, so you just got to be careful. And I don't know what the speed limit is on this stretch. I believe this is 138. So it can't be more than 40, or somebody just pushed the button with the flashing lights on it. Some cars do stop when they see the flashing lights, some cars don't. That person should never ran out that kid ran out on the street like that. That could be very dangerous on that scooter. So guys, just be aware, today is Halloween. You can see kids with masks on. A lot of times the mask is covering their vision so they can't really see. Some of the clothing that they're wearing may obstruct their ability to walk properly. And some of the clothing may not be as bright as it could be or should be. So be careful out there. When the sun goes down, a lot of these children are going to be roaming the streets, with some with adults, some without adults. But use some caution, exercise some caution, and kind of look around and see if you see anybody that, if they're close to the street, just slow down, because you don't know what they're going to do. Safety first. And somebody like the Halloween costume on there, some of that stuff obstructs their view. There's some masks that they can barely see through, so you guys know what I'm talking about.
We're gonna get a lot of Okay, you ready?
Then I see some people driving with masks on. There's no law saying you can't do it, but if it's obstructing your vision to see, then that could be a problem. Like for the majority, most of the kids have crossed the street. So I'm gonna look for those new crossing signals. I guess there's some new ones that the state is putting out. Allegedly, they're gonna put 40 of them around the state. Not too sure what towns they're gonna put them in, but I'll keep an eye out for them. I've seen these around everywhere, but I haven't seen the new ones that got the. Allegedly, they got 2 flashing red lights on the top. Yeah, she's absolutely right. You gotta wait till the cars stop, because just because you put that stop sign out there don't mean the cars will stop. And that is very, very true. Alright guys, I figure I'll show you a little crosswalk safety over here in Milton. So far things look like they're working out pretty good. Haven't seen no major concerns. The other question is, at nighttime, does that light up the crosswalk? The other question was, should these lights be yellow or should they be red? Because red seems to signify stop, yellow seems to signify caution. So the question is, should those lights be yellow or red? Yellow couldn't work, but red should get more of an attention when crossing the street. But we're watching, observe, and see. And this is new to a lot of drivers. I'm seeing how safe the crosswalk is. I'll walk over there in a second. I always got to help people out when they ask questions, because if they don't know, they see a guy with a camera, they get curious, they want to know. So what I do, I go document a lot of stuff around the city, around the state rather. So I'm trying to see how safe this crosswalk is.
You know the parent they asked me why you they recorded the kids.
Well, tell him the news came out here, and he wanted to find out how safe this crosswalk was. The guy, tell him external.
Working for the news?
I am the news, yeah.
Which one?
External Affairs Porter on YouTube. So I document various different things. And Dan Ray was talking about crosswalk safety on WBZ the other day.
Oh, you see our safety miles?
So say it again.
You see our safety miles?
So is this safe
For me, yes.
for you?
Safe.
So
For the kids too, because I make the kids stay behind.
yeah.
And after that,
So before they never had this though. This was a plain sidewalk. So you think it's more safer now? She says it's more safer now that they did the this is over Oak Street, by the way, guys, in Milton. So I don't know if you guys remember. Some people know this, some people don't. This wasn't always here. So the town of Milton kind of put this here to make it safer for kids to cross. And for the most part, it does work. You do get some cars that come flying through here. No, take your time. No. Know what? I got a question for you too.
no.
When they push that button, do cars stop?
When they push the button, the line free for them. But I always cause them too. Sometimes they cross by themselves when they're not. When I'm not there.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. See, so sometimes the cars will stop, sometimes they won't. Let's see. I'm gonna hit the button, right? The warning lights are flashing. That car did stop. That truck did stop. This guy did stop on this side. So they do stop for the most part. It is more effective. I think it does help out. So it's better than having the kids cross without no mechanism crossing the street. So for the most part, if there's drivers that are paying attention, the cars will stop. On the other hand, if the cars are not paying attention, or the driver's not paying attention, or they're speeding too fast, they won't stop. So I think what you have to do, you have to push that button, still wait at this area, like right in that little threshold there, and give the car some time to stop, because you're not going to expect a speeding car to stop if he's flying like 60, 70 miles an hour. So give them some time to stop, and I think they will. And the ones that don't, I guess they won't. But I think what would be helpful too, if they just put a camera up here to monitor the traffic as well, so they can actually see how well it's functioning. All right, guys, I'm gonna head up out of here. Catch you guys on the next one. If I don't hear from you guys, happy Halloween. Be safe out there.